everyone, my name is Kayla. Welcome back to Heroic Pages, and that feels really odd to introduce myself like that, but I've come across a trend that a lot of people just refer to me as Heroic Pages and not by my name, which is fine, but it's a little weird. If you did not know, my name is Kayla. There's a couple Kaylas on BookTube, and just joining in on the Kayla fun. I don't know, I just wanted to put that out there because I just found it weird. I am sorry, I've kind of been a little MIA with my videos and stuff because I just have not been, I don't know what the words are, I just have not been motivated to do a lot of things. But I have a vacation coming up real soon where I just have a whole bunch of time off of work and I could just hit that reset button on my creativity. This coming week, in a couple days time, is going to be my YouTube anniversary. Not necessarily my BookTube anniversary, because that's just been a little over a year that I've been doing BookTube, but my YouTube anniversary. The first time I uploaded a video was September 22nd. So, like I did last year, I did a bookshelf tour on my YouTube anniversary, and I'm just gonna make it a tradition to do one on that day. But in preparing, I am doing an unhaul. I'm getting rid of some books because I buy a lot of books and I don't necessarily read them all, and I just need to do a little spring cleaning in the fall. Australian spring cleaning. So these books that I'm going to show you are, well, a lot of them are books that I got in my library book sale haul that I did last year. I went to my local library during a sale that they were having. Basically books that I just don't see myself reading at all, and I'd rather make room on my shelves for other books because I'm a book buying addict. There are other books that I have read that I don't plan on ever reading again because I didn't like them. There's some books that I just don't plan on ever getting to again. I'm saving that for last. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen which books those are, and I probably will get a little hysteria over it, but you know, sorry. All my books that I'm getting rid of, I'm bringing to work to give to some of my coworkers and be like, here, you want any of these? Because take them, please. I have a big pile, so I'm just gonna go. The first book I'm getting rid of is The Clockwork Scarab by Colleen Gleason. I gave this like a 2 out of 5 stars. I found the story intriguing, but at the same time I found it very problematic to the point where I was not enjoying the story, in the fact that the two main characters are antagonists against each other. There's so much female competition, and it's just not something that I want to see in a book. It just got really annoying, and I didn't understand why they existed in this book. So I'm getting rid of it because I don't want it. I'm not going to continue on with the series. I don't plan on rereading this again and getting angry again. Next we have Operation Typhoon Shore by Joshua Moel or something. I found this in that library sale, and I found it very intriguing because it's like a, I don't know, it's a weird kind of thing, but it's the second book in the series or companion thing, and I have not picked this up for in the time that I've had it, and I have not looked into getting the first book, so I'm just not really that interested. It was like the novelty of the book sale that was happening, pretty much. This book I've read about halfway, and I don't plan on getting to it again because I just don't have an interest. Why is this ruined? I don't have an interest in reading it again. It's a DNF for me because I read half of it and then I didn't pick it up again, and then I've heard some things and I just don't plan on picking up. It's Outlander by Dan Gabaldon. I just don't plan on reading this all the way through, so it's a big floppy book. I could fit 2 books in its place. Yeah. Big floppy bye-bye. Next I have a book of short stories. But it's called Red Spikes by Margaret Lanigan. These is like creepy stories. And I read like 2 of them, and I'm not a short story person. I just don't get it. It's not enough story for me. And sometimes I just don't understand what's going on. And it's really, really weird. So I'm like getting rid of it. This next book I think I bought it off of Book Outlet. When I first discovered Book Outlet, I believe, don't quote me on it, but it's one of those books that a lot of booktubers have had on their shelves and have read, but I just don't have an interest in it at this point in time. And that is Lux. The Lux series. This is Lux Beginnings by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I just don't have an interest in reading it. I haven't picked it up in over a year, and so I don't foresee myself reading it. So I'm getting rid of it. Even though there's aliens and stuff, I just don't feel that I'm going to be fulfilled. I mean, I feel like if I read this, it would be a 3 or less on a scale of 5. So yeah. Next 4 books are part of that library haul. Once again, I don't remember what they were about, so I'm just going to go through them real quickly for the sake of brevity. But we have Ghost Interrupted by Sonia Singh, A Matter of Life and Death or Something by Ben Stevenson, The Coffins of Little Hope by Timothy Schaffert, and Wave by Eric Walters. They were just, I picked them up at the library sale. I just don't see myself picking them up at all. Next I have The Revenant by Sonia Gensler. I have had this book for over a year, I think almost 2 years now. Just haven't been really bothered to read it. I mean, it sounded interesting at the time. I mean, it's still interesting enough. It's like a Native American ghost story type story, and I'm just not really interested in reading it right now or ever. This next book is a double that I have. I haven't read the book yet, but I'm getting rid of the double because why not? And that is Air Awakens by Elise Kova. I have a copy for myself and I don't need 2, so I'm gonna see if one of my friends wants to have this one. I got one of these for free, so this next one is also a double, and that is The Unnaturalist by Tiffany Trent. I have a copy of this already, and I bought a second copy to, I think, give as a gift, and then I end up not giving the gift. So I have 2 copies of this book, so I'm giving it as a gift to my friends. This is Steampunk London. There's the novelty of it, of why I got it. I wish I wasn't getting rid of this book because it has a pretty cover, but I'm never going to read it again. And that's Reign of Shadows by Sophie Jordan. I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars. I really did not enjoy the story. It was very meh. I don't plan on reading it ever again, really. So I'm getting rid of it because I need room on my shelves for other stuff. Story of my life. Alright, are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you sitting down? Because this is the whoa point of the video. No, I'm not getting rid of my Harry Potter. Don't worry. I'm keeping my Harry Potter even though I don't plan on reading it. Throne of Glass. Crown of Midnight. How am I doing this? This way. Crown of Midnight. Heir of Fire. And Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. Last year, around this time, Queen of Shadows was coming out, and everyone was hyping about it. Like, oh my god. And I had read Throne of Glass. And so I got Crown of Midnight, and I think it was about a year ago, I was reading Crown of Midnight, and I had the big huge reading slump, but I was just really bored with the story and I put it down, and I have not picked this series up again in over a year. And with the hype of Empire Storms, is that the one that's come out now? I think so. With that hype of coming out, I'm never gonna read this. I don't have an interest in it. I don't know, I would rather look it up on Wikipedia to see what happens to the story than actually read these books. I mean, that's not to say that I think these are bad books or anything of that nature. I'm just not interested in it, and it takes a lot of room on my fantasy shelf. I was even contemplating just getting rid of A Court of Thorns and Roses and just keeping A Court of Mist and Fury, because I really, really enjoyed the second book in that series, but not so much the first one. So yeah, I'm just going to take these off my shelf and not have them collect dust. I could just look up spoilers of what happens in the books, because I don't care enough to read it. That's the thing. I need to care enough to not be spoiled for it for me to read it. Or something. I don't know. I feel a little better now that I've taken these books off my shelves and I'm preparing to expel them from the kingdom of my bookshelves, and they will go on to some other kind of adventure with other people and hopefully make other people happy and read the words and things. Now I just have to organize my bookshelves so that I can show them to you, because I don't know, there's some organizations and then I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment in the comments below of what you think about the books I'm getting rid of. I just bring it on. Bring it on. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!